Charlie. You want to smoke? I picked smokes up, man. You want a cigarette?
Yeah, give me a shot. I'll hop on with you.
Yeah. Everybody can see this here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What the heck? Oh.
it is? People leave and they don't take their shit. Yep. And that's what happens. Hey, Mr. Roger.
What's up there, Joe?
I don't know, it's just cleaning out that mess in the fucking refrigerator. It was a mess. Name it, it was in there and it was old.
Yeah. I could just see it here.
You got milk, that looks like water. That's not good.
Yeah.
You had a rice thing, it was rice pudding.
I had a half a gallon. I left for that couple of days, and I sipped some of it last night. I started to get like a weird taste in the back of my throat. And I can't really taste it.
Yeah.
I just dumped it all out. I wouldn't mind that organic milk. $6-7 bucks, but I swear you could walk away from that shit for a week.
And it's all fine.
And come back and it's like,
Well, this shit, they had rice pudding, and I've had it. It's good rice pudding.
yeah.
But it went bad. I knew it was bad because the top of the container was bulging up.
Mm.
You know that means this ain't good. And I looked
Yeah.
at the date, it was no good as of April.
Oh,
And I'm like, man, that's fucking some bad stuff, man. Said, that no good.
Stomachache waiting to happen.
What it is, people leave and then they don't clean out their messes.
Yeah.
So we end up with it. And you don't realize.
Helen.
And you start ripping shit up. Like, oh my God. There's initials on it from people that haven't been here for quite a while.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, that's not a good thing. Hey, I won the chess game. It let me win.
What's it? Oh, yeah?
Yeah, conceded. Checkmate. I said, yeah, motherfucker.
Come on, you beat the computer, huh?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, my dad taught us how to play chess when we were kids, you know?
Yeah.
And then cribbage. A lot of people can't play cribbage. That's one card game a lot of people don't know how to play.
I haven't played that.
I love cribbage. It's one of my favorite card game. It's hard to find people. I got this thing on it weekend 30. And last weekend out of 50 I came in 7, so that wasn't too bad.
Hey, Leonard. Good morning. I'm just setting up here. I'm gonna try to get the Zeta motor on this frame, Huffy frame. I'm sitting there texting him on this thing, and I just realized that's on anyway. You can probably.
Oh, you can see over there.
Yeah. I just wanted to be able to see. I just turned this on because I
Yeah.
wanted to see if anybody was logged on. How you doing, Leonard? What's going on, bud?
Now, which bike is this?
Can you hear me from there? Oh, this is a Huffy Santa Fe.
Finally made in China.
Hell yeah. Okay, you can hear me. Good. Yeah. No, this is not a made in China. So yeah. Good morning. I'm not sure if anybody else is here, but what my intention. Wow, this is really lagging over here on this screen.
I tell you, Raj.
But
Made in China.
does it say that? Yeah, it's made in China. It's either that or Taiwan or whatever. We've been discussing that too. I don't know if you can see me. What's up, bud? We've been discussing that lately. Like if it's fabricated in America, it's shipped here, and then you have to put it together and then fix it on top of it. Is it really American made?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, it's American, whatever. All right, awesome. Hey, thanks for letting me know. So, what I'm trying to do, Leonard, is a lot of people I noticed, new guys coming online, are interested in adding a light, and I know Mouse Bikes and I think maybe Soggy, and there's a couple other guys that have got lights on their bike. I ordered the 12-volt generator pack that you can add into your stator coil and have a true 12-volt generator magneto. And I want to try to add that into the Zeta motor. It's probably going to take me, you know, I'm going to be working on this all day, but it might take a couple days. I'll do the whole thing, whatever. So I just got some forks, suspension forks that finally fit. This is a 1 inch, over 1/8 inch, I believe, on the neck. And these tires, the matching set, Berserker Nick just sent me the first ever promotional material, if you want to call it that, for the channel. So give him a little plug, shout out there. But I got some brand new Kendas right here. I'm going to try to hold it up if you can see it all. I don't know where it's at, but they're the Kenda Comfort. See if I can get a model number off of here. They got a pretty aggressive looking grip. They're definitely roadworthy. It's like a urban tire. So I'm gonna check them out. But these are actually off of my Mongoose Switchback from 1989 or 88, I believe, is when they produced that. They went from the mountain bike to the BMX frame after that. So it's kind of crazy to put them on here because I have the frame and I should keep it all together just for posterity's sake, but I really like them, and I think we're going to use them for this build. They definitely need cleaned up, a little rusty on the spokes. I was just going to put the front wheel on, but I'm going to try and disassemble the bearing, clean it all up and grease it. I want to do this thing right. It's going to take, you know, it's going to take some time. So, but yeah, that's pretty much what's going on. Let's just say, great question there. Yeah. Yeah, it is a weird question too. A lot of stuff is made in other countries. If the company's based in the United States, even like some of the Stanley tools, like a wood chisel, it's made, I'm not even sure where, but then it's packaged in like Canada, and then it says made in the US, packaged in Canada or something. But I don't even think we have the country of origin. I think it's just a home corporate management system, whatever. So, let's see if yeah. But, anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to think what these forks were even off of. I don't even remember. I had another set. These are off of a Kent. It's got the disc brake. It says it's a 160 on here. And it was, the bike was in a wreck. The back tire was completely folded in. I was able to salvage this though. I haven't had time to measure the neck. It's probably 1 1/8 or 1 1/4. So I know it wouldn't work in here. I was gonna give it to a buddy of mine. He's been having some bike problems. But right now the tire, you can probably see, is kind of pancaked. So there's a kid down the street that he moved his shop into a smaller location. The landlord was giving him some shit, and I've yet to find out where he's at. A buddy of mine just went over there and had some work done. He's gonna shoot me the address. But I take it over there and see if he can true it up. He's got a machine he can hang it on. I do have a spoke key, but you know, with this being what it is, if it's going to be serviceable, I want to get it done right. So, but anyway, yeah. How's things on the West Coast, buddy? What's going on up there in Redding, California? Yeah, I definitely got a free disc brake and shock, man. So, oh, what's it say? I'm having fun and screw the corporations. Definitely. But yeah, preparing for fire season. That's what I was thinking too, man. You really ought to be able to find some work if you want to take the time to put yourself out there. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't playing with these things. I don't know how good the absorbers are. They may need adjusted. I even tried to see if they're spring loaded or they're oil coils or what. But anyway, we'll get to that another day. But we keep going here, brother. Yep. All right. 17. That ought to be 17 millimeter. Let me grab some more tools. Move up a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. You have to let me know what's going on. I tried to get that camera set up on the iPad. I'm not really sure what the view is for you. Yeah, all that. Definitely. Set that over there. So yeah, I just want to try to be as thorough as I can and give an explanation, just so everybody knows. Most of you guys probably that have done some builds understand this stuff already. Inside we got the cup and the bearings in there, and then what I'm going to do right now is take off the keeper on the outside of that. That's should be 17 millimeter standard on all bikes. I don't know for sure that it is standard on all bikes anymore, but the majority of bikes do use the 17 millimeter. So see if I can get underneath it. Probably gonna take this one and that one on top of it if I can. Negative. What's it say? Yeah. We're pretty much the only people in the world that are still imperial, I guess. I don't know, some of our subsidiaries, if you want to call them that, in the great wealth of nations probably have followed along. But who knows if it'll ever get all fixed so that it's the same for everyone. House is really fighting me. Let's see if it's not 15 millimeter underneath here. Or I'm just getting stuck on the nut. That's what she said. Alright. See if this one will got underneath it. That's too thick. Alright, play with it some more here. Alright, we got it broke free. Yeah, well, God save the Queen anyway. Yeah. So this is our 17 right here. Just gonna set that aside. Usually I bag everything up. It's pretty cool. They even have a washer in between the lock nut and the cup and cone. I don't see that very often. So, like I said, this is off of a classic 1988. I'm sure it's a little bit better made. Got this broke loose for us here. I'm gonna do it right, might as well do an inspection. What the heck, you know? Make it last. So yeah, all the threads are good, no rust in there, a little dirt on the outside, it'll be alright. See what's going on with our bearing in here. Bearings are solid. The grease is definitely gelled up and it definitely needs a new coat in there. We'll give it that. The cup is good. There's a tiny little serrated edge, if you want to call it that, whatever, just a contact point, a mark, so to speak, in this, but it's not damaged at all. I'm gonna set this down. I'm gonna run in, get something to clean this with, and grab the Lucas sticky tack. So let's see what's going on here. Yeah, ball bearings. Can you throw in a, say, skateboard bearing on if those are sealed? That's a great question, Leonard. I don't honestly know. I would have to look at it. I think if you remove the cup itself, what you can do is you can drive that out from the other side, you know, wedge it out with some type of an awl. To put these in, you basically just take a socket that's the same size and tap them into place. This is this definitely looks like a stronger unit than as of present what's going on. I would imagine you could, you could put a sealed bearing in here and you could utilize those. And I know some of the newer bike tires, not the freewheel cassettes, but the other type that you'd take off with the chain whip. I'm trying to think of the name right off the top of my head, but they do use a sealed bearing in these now. And you may know that if you have what is it, one of Will Kidd's wheels there, Gemini, whoever else is producing them. But there's a bike shop here in the state locally, 10-speed spokes. They're down in Newport, and I posted a little short on them the other day with their phone number. They sell 12 gauge rear wheel. I'm not sure if it's steel or aluminum right off the top of my head, but it's the it's a freewheel hub. You can get a single speed gear, and they run $50 without the freewheel or without the single gear. So you're looking at another 15, 20 bucks. They probably charge, you know, whatever it is, 20, 30 an hour for assembly. Just it would give you the flat fee, even it takes 5, 10 minutes. But all in all, you can get a really, really nice wheel built there for, you know, well under $100. So something I'm gonna keep in mind, if I can start making a few of these for people around here. But right now, I really haven't had much problems with these. We've had a couple of the bearings fail on the rear wheel cassette, and then they're a pain in the butt to try to pop them back out and take the freewheel off and all that. But it is doable. So yeah, definitely affordable, bro. Check it out. You got the link there with the phone number right on it. So anyway, yeah, man. How's that new ride of yours, bud? Have you fired it up yet? There you do. Right now, all I'm doing is just I'm removing the old grease. You can see there's a little bit of dirt. Like I said, it's gummed up. Typically, there's like a blue or a green grease that you can purchase sometimes. It's comparable. This is Lucas Red and Tacky. A lot of like truck driver guys use this on their the back of their rig because it works well, and then it slides off when they drop their load. It says, oh dang, man. Yeah. So what kind of CDI are you gonna use? Are you gonna use a catnip, or are you gonna use just a standard CDI, or do you have something coming from like Jaguar? Or I know there's a few different ones out there. I think the catnip CDI you can get on eBay. It has it's the plug from a CR80, and then it has the regulator box. It's not adjustable, but supposedly they fire good. I bought one and they actually sent me a bunk part, so I never got to use it. They did refund me the money though, and apologized profusely. I just kept moving along because I didn't have time with it. But yeah, no worries. Speaking of that, let me show you something. So this CDI right here. Let me grab another one. This is what is coming in a lot of the kits. So yeah, this is the catnip CDI. Here's the box. This is off of a CR80. If you go online on eBay, you can get this unit right here, the sending unit. You may be able to just try to use one of these. I don't know how it would work, but I obviously Frankenstein the wire out of there for another build. But that's something to maybe consider too. I don't honestly know. I wanted to grab another box. I'll have to wheel my bike over here because I got too much stuff in boxes right now. see if I can actually do this and you guys will be able to see it. I gotta get it lined up here. All right. How's the lighting? Let me see. Where's the box? Okay, so like I was saying, this right here, this is what's coming in the kits these days, and I've seen a lot of guys are having problems. The bike's sputtering, stopping, they can't get it to idle even with the NT, which is about as simple as it gets. But so if you look right here, I'm just gonna hold this up for size comparison. I'm hoping you guys can see that. Do you see the difference in the size? Like this, literally, this is like so much bigger. I had taken one of these apart before and dremelled it all out, and there's a steel rod in the middle with the copper core. I don't know if they're any bigger, the steel rod, or that the copper is better wound, but you definitely want to make sure you have a good box. So the company that I've been using, for some time now, actually, let me get it here for you. Let me see here real quick. So it's on eBay, of course, and so I will definitely put it up there for you guys to see, and if at some point I can all right, so it says ignition coil CDI 50cc 60cc 80c high performance 2-stroke, and I think when it was initially listed it said cheaper CDI or something like that. Yeah, it says it right in the picture. Let me see if you guys can see that. Oh, I don't know if you can, probably with the reflection, but I'll definitely post a link in the video when this goes up on YouTube. If it doesn't for some reason, I will make sure you have access to it. But these don't fail. I've yet to, I go at least 8 months before they'll fail, and they're out of Texas. Dang. Yeah, Houston, Texas, but I'll try to make that information available to everybody. I've yet to have any kind of issue with them. So, let me get this back on so I can see what the heck you're telling me. Yeah. All right, cool. So, yep. Anyway, oh, RDM. Gotcha. Yeah, anyway, well, you were having some trouble with them, huh? I guess a lot of people have had that either slow experience or no experience for some reason. Sad. Especially when there's such a demand. I mean, I could understand the back order in some sense, but if you've been in business for long enough that you're, you know, in production the whole time, I would assume that you would upgrade to a better machine so that you could meet your customer request. Just my humble opinion anyway. But weather's beautiful here today. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's definitely not as humid as it has been. Yesterday was just brutal. So this whole season has really been kind of wonky. Somebody else in there. What's going on, folks? Good morning. Happy Sunday. Just doing a full restoration Frankenstein bike build here. Got a switchback wheels here. We've taken off a 1988. And as I said before, still have the frame, but we're gonna try to put these on here. Got the Huffy Santa Fe 2, and I couldn't even tell you how old that is right off the top of my head, but it's definitely before the crane book came out. So I think that it might have been their initial version, if you want to call it an original version. And this is actually the 2, so it's not the 1. So been around for a bit, but yeah. Get this back in. So I just greased this just the tiniest little bit just to let it drive on without any problem. It came on, came off, you know, came off rather, no problem. This wheel does not have the spokes. They're not as degraded as the rear wheel. It's just got some heavy oxidation on there. So it's going to take a little more effort at some point in time. But I'm going to try to at least get this somewhat assembled, like start a little bit of a mock-up for it. And then we're going to try to maybe do some of the foam shaping up and around the tank and back into the seating area. I got a bunch of stuff from the dollar store, the foam that you put in like a graveyard flower pot. Seems like it'll be pretty workable. So yeah. All right, let's find these joining pliers here. So you can just hold that still, and there we go. And give us a little tight. Good. Now we're not over tightening this. I've actually done a little bit too much with it. I don't know if you can tell, but it's, if you're feeling this right now, it's like it wants to stick, like the bearings are having a hard time moving. So all we want to do with that keeper is just get it to a place where it's like just comfortable holding the guts, if you will. I would say less than a 1/16 of play, hardly any play, not really a jiggle, but just enough to feel that it's got a little bit of movement there. You can see, like, I can still tighten that by hand. Once I can finish, oh, what's up, Yellow Jacket? Once I can finish tightening that down just by hand, I'm just at a point where the bearings are rolling, but they're not, they almost have a grab, but they're not like sticking. So take that back even just a third of a turn from there, and that's where we want to be. No pun intended. What we got? What is it? Florida Customs. Oh, what's good? Yeah, what's good, bro? Thanks for chiming in, man. Just spending a day with you guys here, putting this bike together. No, I don't think it is. I can show you. Let me see if I can get up here in the camera with it. So I've done a little bit of pre-work on this stuff, Leonard. The axle has the flat slot. So if you lay that on a table or like a glass sheet or whatever, boom, it's good. I'll just do this up here so I can explain it again. Maybe people couldn't see from there. So if I tighten this just really firmly with my hand, I don't know if you can hear the noise, but it's kind of like it's grinding, and it doesn't have the movement. There's not freedom in there. So it's gonna take this back just a pinch, and I don't have like any play. You can hear it rolling freely now. I don't have any play in it, vertically or horizontally, whatever you call. It's just that I'm just getting this just to where it just. Anyway, yeah. If you got, hopefully you can understand what I'm trying to say. Some people really want to make sure this isn't gonna move anywhere. The purpose of the keeper is just literally just to keep that stuff still. You want it to be able to have the action that it requires to roll freely. Otherwise, you burn the bearings up or you char the cup. New custom, Santa Fe, yes, yeah. Santa Fe 2. I don't have all the information on it, so I apologize for that. But I was fortunate enough to pick this up from a gentleman, and he gave me the matching set. I was gonna keep them together, because it's a female bike too, and I went over and I redid that, and I posted some of the tips on using like the rouge paste that you would use to polish metal, and just buffing the paint with it instead of using something else that you might use typically. It does work, and it really kind of gives it a restorative quality. It'll even help with the graphics. It doesn't make them better, and you can burn through them, but it definitely will bring the luster back to like a graphic, or sometimes it'll even, if there's just a hairline crack in it, without like burning into it, but just very lightly, for some reason, it bonds the two surfaces to where like it's maybe not joining them, but it makes it look like that's not really there anymore. So anyway, put over 10,000 miles on it. On this bike right here, you rode it for over 10,000 miles? Wonderful, man. Cool. So it's a decent, yeah, it seems like it will be, for sure. So, yep. Alright, I'm gonna keep moving forward here with this, guys. We got the front wheel. We're good with that. Like I said, I just want to do the mock-up for now, and then if I need to come back through with like a Dremel or a drill and polish anything or take rust off, we'll do that later on. But try to get as much as this kind of like prepped as possible today. So see how this is gonna go. Alright, so we got that on. $49er. Oh. Yeah, I have a little one in there that I'm actually gonna put the head on. Moses out in Cali, he said, I was talking to him, he said he had a couple extra Minarelli parts he wasn't gonna be using, and it was right before my surgery, and I was like, well, just hold on to them. And he's like, cool. So I didn't really have any cash at the time. I just shot him 10 bucks on Venmo, like let him know it's serious. You know, I was like, oh, here's the shipping anyway. So he just sent me those out. He actually sent me 2 of them, which was so righteous. And then on top of that, he included some little like yellow gold, caps for the inner tubes. And I have been working on that Bumblebee build, and I was trying to get it black and yellow, and I was gonna have the tank done up, like, you know, I had a little Angry Bee decal made. So it was a heartfelt gesture, and I did appreciate it. So, but we'll see. Maybe things will turn around. I'm still fighting with BikeBerry on getting a replacement frame. I mean, I got their pre-made kit. 900 and change and can't even ride it. I mean, I could probably put a couple extra spacers in the other side of the disc and the sprocket, but the frame itself is the stays on the end don't match. They're literally different lengths, and the weld is bad. So even if I do widen that out, I'm probably still going to have the axle in there sideways, and under any kind of force it's just going to keep bending the axle. It won't be a working unit. So really sucks, but yeah, Moses is a cool dude, man. I was really happy he got on that thing with Bikeberry, you know, just to give him some respect if nothing else. I mean, I can't, you know, I told everybody, like, yo, I'll never buy anything from Bikeberry again, but there's very few people that have the BT100 piston, and they're one of them. You can find them at random online sometimes. It's kind of a necessary evil for me, unless I'm going to use saw pistons, and sometimes the calibration's off just a bit. So, but yeah, other than that, I won't give them the time of day. I don't know, man. I really, you know, you guys have probably seen my video, the honest review Bikeberry thing. There's known issues, man. They're literally selling defective parts time after time. People are breaking their bike frame or snapping the handlebars because they don't understand the actual setup, and literally putting people's lives in jeopardy for profit. Sickening. That's the best I can say of it, you know. Yeah. Sorry to hear that. I believe it. Definitely believe that. So I'm gonna pass on greasing this up right now, guys. Just like I said, I want to mock this up, and I'm gonna start pulling out the pieces to try to maybe do the little ninja wrap around. Let me make sure we're still in view here. I can see the back wheel, most of it anyway. Alright, cool. Mock up, yeah. What do you guys think? Handlebars, man. I was contemplating using a straight bar or just a mild curve. I don't think I want to, I mean, I don't want to take away from the aesthetic, so I'm not going to go like beach cruisers or ape. I could do an ape hanger, but it really wouldn't work with a, I want to try to make the ninja build kind of like mouse bikes or soggies. So I wish that they would, either one of those guys would actually get on here and do a series with that too, you know. What's it say? I know, right? What a, no metal fenders, yeah. To put a frame like I did, fit the wheel. Yeah, I was thinking of that. I was gonna go to the hardware store earlier. Sunday mornings, you know, I'm always in church, Lord willing anyway. So I just came from church. I was gonna get a longer piece, a rod, and then just get a couple nuts to fit it, and then bring it out slowly, stretch it evenly. So yeah, I just tried to pop that on and it didn't want to go. But anyway, like I was saying before, these are actually off of I don't know what you call switchback. So trying to think where I got these forks. I want to say they're off of a Huffy. I can't think right now. Let me grab the rest of it, bro. got some of these supplies. I don't know if he's still on, bro. Oh, there he is. All right. So, yeah. Let's see. How are we going to do this? So, my other problem, guys, I'm not going to lie, is the seat. I got to figure that out because we're going to be putting in like a little square thing. I've been keeping this for a while. I don't know whether to try to incorporate it or not, but it would put the seat up a little bit higher so I can have the fairing coming up over the wheel more. I just don't know how it'll ride, you know. It's kind of like I said, just try to get it mocked up and figure out where to go from there. So, any comments, suggestions, man? Let's see. Rubberized truck bed liner under the tank to keep it from moving. Yeah, that's an awesome idea. I often have taken an old tire even and just cut pieces of it and put them underneath there. Right now I have, this is just loose, but on your brake caliper, I saved those little spacers and I got one underneath on both sides, so when it draws up it'll bind really good and it'll have a flat surface rather than being off on an angle kind of from it bending up. My thought anyway. I don't know if it'll work. It may put too much pressure on the bolts, so we'll have to see anyway. Yeah, definitely. How's the weather in Florida anyway, bud? What's going on down there? Every time I take the bike in, dang. Yeah, we don't have any rain here right now. It's maybe a couple days off, if not a week away. So what to do? figure out how to shape this stuff. Yeah. Go right up on the tank here. Wow, that'll work. All right. Let's see where we got a knife at. Cardboard? All right. I'll take that under advisement. I was gonna use, actually I even thought of using paper mache. You know, just getting some old newspaper and some flour and just pasting it all up, but I gotta have some type of a form underneath it. New motor for my bike. It's off right now. Ah, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Oh, for mock-up and measuring, gotcha. Yeah, that makes total sense. So I think I want to try to stay with the lines on the bike. We should have plenty of room for the motor. That's not why I want to do it, but just for continuity's sake, and it'll give me something that I can attach to if need be. Get some little pilot holes in there. Yeah, body filler. Once I get the whole thing set up and we get some kind of a mock-up, I'd actually planned on using angel hair resin, fiberglass, and just doing a nice shell for it. Should be pretty light and really durable. We can always sand it and paint it at some point too. Yeah, fiberglass for sure, man. And try to get some cardboard, fellas. I'll be right back. Yeah, digging Sharpie out. Yeah, just look, Nathan. I don't know right off. I mean, probably more paper towel. Let's see exactly. Yeah, I just bought 2 more reaching more rolls and there's a little in there, so. Oh. What? 72? I'm going with the MS460. It's a 54 millimeter if I'm not mistaken. Hey, you guys still there? Sorry, I had a problem. No, the iPad got too hot in the sun. I didn't realize where I had the motor or where I had it sitting. It just said it had to cool down. Sorry about that, fellas. Yeah, we back. You know, ERT. Alright. Let me see if I can. There we go. I'll scoot in here a little closer. Alright, where are we at, fellas? Sorry about that. Alright, let's see what's going on. That's the saws you're talking about? The bottom end? Yeah, water cooling? No doubt. Be right back with you, fellas. Oh, snap. Iron sleeve. Mine's running top dog right now. God bless it. I hope it stays that way, Leonard. Yeah, definitely, man. Leonard, thank you for the idea too. So yeah, definitely gonna trace it. Uh, yeah, let me get it finished taped up. Like I said, I still gotta figure out the back end. I don't know if this lean back, the layback, is gonna be too high up. I got this brace in here. This is actually, I think, one of the original ones. I know I talked to Moses, he had one too from like back in the 80s. I don't know if it was off of horror or what, I can't even remember. But so yeah, they make them without this weld in here, the support, and it would drop down in lower. Um, and that would allow. Let's see if I can move it around so you guys can see. Let me get this taped up real quick, fellas. Oh, the CDI underneath it? Yes, sir. Yeah. I gotta figure out something to do with the neck. Um, Solid, that looks clean. Yeah, we gotta do something with the neck. I'm not sure just yet. I may have to order a part so I can extend it out forward a little bit. But yeah, it'll come together. We might not get it all done today, fellas, but we'll definitely do it. If not this week, we'll post it up sometime very soon. So, got the mirror here, an old school mirror. See what that'll look like. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, I know what I'll show you guys. Something I've actually been saving for this build. Oh. Check them out, fellas. They've been sitting on a shelf in my boss's auto body shop for like 8 years. So he gave them to me the other day. Yeah, Gordon over at Atlas Auto Body right there in West Warwick. Freaking shred on, right? Like freaking Nick says. Keep shredding. Yeah, man, these are freaking definitely go on there. The flames and everything. They're heavy. That's one drawback. But they may look really good on it. We'll have to see what happens. Alright, so I gotta do something with the back end of this. Let me find another seat post, fellas, just so I got something to do a different trial and error setup here. So, I'm thinking of using this. What do you think, guys? I don't know. This would go on pretty good, right? And I could use this for the back of it, not only to sit on it, but let's see here. Show bike, Daler, or racer. Need support struts. This is actually, Leonard, this is I want to tell you, it's, what is it? I'd have to get a magnet so I could tell you if it's, I think it's steel, bro. I'm pretty sure it's steel. But what I'm gonna do, no matter what, right? So we're gonna put the, we're gonna take our extra tubes, and let me just get this off of here. I'll leave it on, just so it doesn't drop in. But yeah, we're gonna run the extra tubes down the seat post. So I've done it on the other builds. So you need 2.5 seat posts. You gotta cut the bottom off. Once you cut the bottom off and remove the bevel, the top will lock into the next post. So you take, I think it's roughly 2.5 on this one. Actually just looks like it's right over 2 of them. So yeah, we can, we'll definitely be doing that though. I want to make sure this is solid. This has got the bolts on it where you could put either a tire pump or a cup holder or something, so those are definitely getting X-nayed anyway. But yeah, let's try to take this thing on here real quick. And get the spacers out of it. So that puts us back there kind of far. I don't know, I can try to, I don't know if you guys can see the whole thing. Yeah, let's see. So that goes way back. What I may have to do would be actually, I don't know if I can cut that. See how it would feel if you're all the way back there, like. Oh yeah, that's not bad actually. Not bad. It'd be a little odd to pedal to get it going. Obviously the seat's in the way. I'd like it to be up here just a little more if I can. So that's what I was trying to figure out, is how to make like a flat seat for it. I have an old just an iron piece like off the bottom of one of these bike seats from like a 60s bike. Banana seat? Yep, banana seats would definitely fit in there. Yeah, not 100. Let's. So I may just have to like reshape a like actually take like a piece of plywood or something and attach it, cut like this off, and just use the support underneath it. No. Yeah, I could imagine that in Florida all the time, bro, but here in the winter, even with the choke, sometimes it's a little finicky. I've definitely bump started my bike plenty of times though. So yeah, let's see here. Got this down in, all the way down. That's more like where we want to be, but I think we want the seat to be back just the tiniest little bit. So unfortunately, I don't have another layback seat post available to try to see what it'll look like, just for giggles, shits and giggles as they say. Oh, it wants to be 15, not 14. Started off explaining this stuff real well. It's usually 14 millimeter. I have found some 15 millimeters under the seat. Doing? I got a seat right here that's already loose, and it's wider. And it's not that loose. And now we got the 14. God's having some fun with this too. He's got jokes. All right, so we're up in there. So, something like that, right? Oh. Yeah, that's going to be kind of higher up from the tank. I think I want to keep that low. Like I was saying, if I can get another layback post, we'll be way down in here with it. So, yeah, definitely. Oof, hotter than the dickens. See what's going on then. Sorry fellas, one of those life interruptions here, just seeing what's going on with the missus. Hey, Dennis. Oh, you know, little this, little that. Getting into trouble without doing too much.
You got a mess.
Yeah, I'm good at making messes. Definitely. So, just trying to get a mock up here, Dennis. I pulled the some of the parts out. I brought a couple things back from storage while I was down there painting the house, or starting to get it ready anyway. And then, so these wheels are off of another bike, and then the forks are off of another bike. So I got this Frankenstein together, and one of the guys on the chat was telling me to use the cardboard for a mock-up over the styrofoam. So I just got a piece wedged in there underneath, and now, you know, I could trace it around. But I'm trying to figure out the back side of this. This has this stay in that, you know, so it would be down lower, but I can purchase one without that. This is actually original from like the late 80s, so I probably don't want to cut it up, but
No, do you lose the strength?
well, that and just it's off of an older bike that a lot of guys used to ride. But I'm just trying to figure out how to wrap this around the back of it. I want to make this seat. I probably have to do something where I take the guts out underneath this thing here, and then attach like a piece of plywood, and then just take some padding or something.
Yeah.
Kind of fabricate the piece that's going to go in there that'll actually become the seat. So just trying to get it all mocked up. I pulled the motor out. I was going to try to maybe do some finalization on that to get it back on there. Oh, excuse me, I was taking that bevel gear out there. A piece of the case snapped on the other side. I put something in there to try to use it. It's supposed to be one of the better motors, the Zeta motor. I mean, it's got all kind of horsepower there. I don't really understand where it's coming from. It's probably got, I'd say, at least a full horsepower more than most of the motors, but that thing burned up there. I don't know if that was cheap or just because I had a 32 sprocket. I usually run a 38.
Yeah.
I never had any problems with that.
Yeah.
Most of the guys tell me too that the 36 tooth is what they run, and I have a couple in there. I just always do my testing. Dry reviews, nice bike junkie. Okay, I'm not sure if you're calling me a junkie or the bike is junky, but thanks for your input, sir. Always a hater. Anyway, yeah. So that's just that'll be the next phase of it. But I can definitely get some more of the shaping done up front here.
Yeah.
I don't know about leaving the cardboard up to. I may have to take this off to fill it so I can actually kind of file the edges. But the other thing we were talking about doing was maybe just paper mache. If I cut this up just a little higher and kind of fold it in, then I could add just some paper mache around it, and then after that I can put the fiberglass over top of it. So, oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Anyway, thanks for coming and joining us, man. The wheels are off of a switchback, 1988 switchback. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the forks are off of. A Huffy mountain bike. This is a Santa Fe, Huffy Santa Fe 2. And we're just trying to get it all mocked up. Got some mirrors here. My boss from my auto body shop, Gordon over at Atlas Auto Body, gave me these. little rockers here, so yeah. It's hot, fellas. I'm gonna stop for a minute and just get some water. Bear with me, I'll be right back. Hey Leonard, I just went in to get some water, bro. Don't worry about it. What type of engine? Okay, yeah, you guys can see it. I'm sorry. That's a Zeta 4040, Zeta 80 Fighter Storm. We had it on another build, and the last live set we did that was extended, we were doing about 43 miles an hour, and then when I went to the shop for work the next morning, the bevel gear went on it, the main drive. So we got that replaced, had to weld it. The teeth were completely gone and a section of it had broken off, so I couldn't get the gear puller in, but it's back on. She's ready to roar again. I just had a little piece break off the case when I was doing some of the work, so I'm gonna JB weld that up at some point in time. It won't really affect anything, but yeah, she's a good little motor, man. Did some port work, just barely dropped. I don't know if you guys can see. I'll try to hold it so the light gets in there. I'll just take it off. So we did a little bit of work to the intake port at the bottom. You can probably see the little channel, the little flute that's in there, just to catch any extra gas. I don't remember the numbers right off, but definitely did some timing work. And there's also a boost port in here. We put the boost port on, and we went from, yeah, you can see the boost port down there now. It's at a 25-degree angle, and we went from 39 miles an hour to 43 miles an hour. Jeff, nice to see you. Yes, I did build it myself. Thank you for the question. Yeah, that's what I do, bro. I just actually started a group here too, in Rhode Island on Facebook. It's 401 Motorized Bike. It's for anybody in Rhode Island or the surrounding states, Massachusetts, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, whatever. But if you guys are from out west or something and you want to add some feedback or share your builds, post up, feel free, man. Definitely, you're welcome, you know. Yeah, this motor, Jeff, was this motor was on another build. I built this with my father, and obviously had some failure issues, like I said, with the main drive, the bevel gear. So it's ready to go on this bike once we're doing the work. We're gonna mock this all up, and then we're gonna fiberglass it when it's done and get the body on there. We were at trying to take the seat apart right now, fellas, so I can use the guts to add a piece of wood to the top of it. Oh yeah. Yeah, break out the heavy hardware here. Yeah. Not finding it at the moment. We'll just keep going with the wrench. What? Oh, hello, honey. How are you? The cylinder's on backwards of what? Where? Yeah, alright, clever girl, you got me. I didn't even bother to look, thanks. Sometimes it's good to have a mosquito in your life. Oh, goodness. So, Jeff, where are you from, bud? What state are you hailing out of? On Zeta. Oh, Zeta Mafia? Florida, nice. A lot of Florida guys with us today. Cool, man. Northern or southern Florida, Jeff? Tell about this buzz porting thing. Buzz porting. Yeah, we had the timing wheel on there. I had a true transfer ratio on there. So basically, as the intake was opening on the, I want to say would it be the upstroke or downstroke, the opposite rather, whatever it would be, the exhaust was opening. It was at 60 and 60 on both sides. So there was no crosstalk whatsoever. I don't remember the exact numbers, if it was like 175 and like 120 on, it was 120 on both of the lower numbers, but I don't remember my top number right off off the bat. But yeah, it's a really strong little motor. I had decked it after I built it a while later on. I tried to raise the compression. For whatever reason, I couldn't get an increase. And so, I mean, when you do anything, you affect something else. So, I think what happened was the number changed just a little bit in the combustion, the actual firing period, and it started to advance the timing just a little bit, so to where I needed to maybe retard the timing. But that's where we had left that off when we were doing that run. So I haven't got to actually put the wheel back on it and see what it's going to do since then. But I did put the compression tester on there. I think I was at 90, 92. We might have gone up to like 95. It really wasn't much of a difference. And I was somewhat shocked because last time, whatever the numbers I was running, when I put the compression test on it after I had done a little bit of work decking the cylinder, I went from like 92 all the way up to like 100. But I'm trying to remember where that motor even is, if it went on a customer's bike or I got it sitting in the house or what. What says here? I like these G4 cylinders. When I got out of prison, I got this motor and had the G4. I'd never seen it before. I'm wondering how rare they are. G4, so I'm not sure, brother, if this is what you're talking about with the transfer ports that are in it. I think this is what they refer to as G5, if I'm not mistaken. But the G4 would be just the solid sleeve with just the intake transfer openings on the side, where you have the solid cylinder all the way down. But no, they're not rare. I mean, eBay pretty much has them. Let me make a note too. I'll write it down, and when this goes up online, I already said that I would be posting a link to the CDIs. The ones that are coming in the kit are just a little, like, maybe even like a 4-volt or something. They're trash, and they end up popping right away, and then you got to replace them. So we'll put that in CDI and also cylinder. And yeah, if you would like some work done, man, I could definitely, you know, we could link up. What I would typically do, you know, is I would buy what you want. I'll show you proof of purchase. You send me the money and the money for the work, and then whatever the difference is when I ship that out, the little $10 of shipping or whatever, and you'd pay the shipping and the finalization. So basically, you pay for like the cylinder, some of the work. After I've already purchased it, I do the work, and then you pay the balance, and it goes in the mail. So yeah, definitely let me know if you need some help. I'd be happy to try to hook you up. Definitely, I got the timing wheel in there. I got the tools to do the work. Tungsten carbide bits, the Dremel. There's a little bit of hand filing that I do, not much. And then we also have the sintered bits. Sintered bits are just a diamond crust. They're super like fine needle points. And after you get the port, like let's see if I can show you. After you get this all opened up on the inside where you want your numbers, I come around the edge with the centered bit and round that off. That way the ring cannot snag at all. Not that it probably would anyway, but It's just a little extra thing that I do to try to, you know, it's just proof of product. It's just not a whole lot of stuff that I do to these things. When if you wanted a whole motor done, we can definitely do that for you too. I got a couple of cranks that are already set differently. One's more for high RPM for racing. The other one is more for top speed. I got a couple sitting in there now, or just the crank the way it is from the factory. I mean, I'd go through the whole case, you know, do whatever you want. There is some benefit to working the crank. It's really, I mean, in the long run, it's maybe a mile or two more an hour or the same speed, but like I said, it's so the heavier the crank, that's going to give you more kinetic energy. More kinetic energy is going to give you more driving force. If it's a lighter crank, it's going to spin faster. It's going to give you a higher RPM, but it's going to take away from that top speed, because now, you know, it's the yin and yang basically of it. So 6 of a dozen, half of the other. If you're trying to make a little track bike for yourself, it's something to consider. My recommendation is really just stick with port timing. And if you know how to do it, you know, that's awesome. If you can't, like I said, be happy to help. Oh, come on, Leonard, your port work sucks. Oh, see here. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you do some of that too, man. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna wait a week or two. Well, actually, next week I'll buy it, and then I'll just wait on. I'm sick and tired.
What's up, fellas? Hold on, let me get this back running again. You'll have to let me know if you guys can still hear me, man. I had to move this because the sun was beaming up the iPad, messed it up. So I think we were talking about, yeah, some links I was gonna post on here. CDIs, cylinders. I'll definitely get you some positive places to pick those up. They haven't failed me. I can't say you won't have the same luck, but hopefully there shouldn't be any difference. So all right, let's get a little more work on this thing here. Oh, come on, baby. So we gotta move this back just a tiny bit. This is too far forward here. Let's see what we can do to adjust it properly. Ah, you wing nut. All right. Yeah. Doesn't look like much yet, fellas, but it's gonna be awesome. We'll get it done. Alright, let me get on here. see what you guys are telling me. Alright, thanks Leonard. Glad to know. I'm glad you guys can still hear me. Alright. So, where were we at? Yeah, we got this off. We're gonna get the guts out. So, this is what we're gonna have to work with for the seat. Let me get a post in there. Where'd you go? Here it is. What in the tarnation? Hey everybody, I'm not sure who else is there, but welcome aboard, or if you've been there for a minute, thanks. I had a little bit of overheat with the iPad in the sun, so sorry about that. We're going back to mocking this thing up. Actually should put this bolt back in here just because I'll just tighten this so it doesn't drop down in. How hot is it up in Shasta, Leonard? What's the temps like out there? Let's see if it's still going.
I think it is, yeah.
Oh yeah, there we go. Oh. All right. Handy dandy cereal box. Melting. Hot at the sticks. Dang. Yeah, Leonard, I was out there several years back, was up in Reading, and we got shut down a few times. They came in and was like, it's too hot. I got up in the morning, had my hoodie on, got up on top of the roof, started laying plywood, blew my nose a couple times because of my sinuses. And like by the time OSHA got there, bro, like the Kleenex was like straight freaking brown. Like the sun was actually so hot with it radiating off the roof, it almost like freaking caught it on fire. I get it, bro. I definitely get it. We don't have it that bad though, man. I gotta say, I was just talking to this lady this morning, a friend of mine down in Nigeria, Africa, and she's in yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of the city right off, but they had a flood back there like a month ago, and like 3 days ago they got flooded again. She was sending me pictures of like she's standing in like ankle deep water, been up for like a couple of days. You can't sleep because there's nowhere to lay down. You know, she's trying to set up some way to like put up a hammock or something, but I was, you know, I wish I could help her. You know, I was trying to connect our churches and stuff, so maybe they can do something in the community. But yeah, I was like, yo, stuff is so hard. I'm working like 2, 3 jobs just trying to pay my rent, and I was like, what's, because his president just totally screwed the place up. But I was asking her, I was like, what's the cost of fuel down there? Bro, they're paying $14 a gallon. If you can believe that, man, you think $6, $7, I don't know what you're paying in Leonard. You guys are probably paying 8 or 9 in Cali. But
Philadelphia.
yeah, man, it's bad for people all over. It's not just us.
Gas right now in Philadelphia is $8. 760, 780 right now. That's in Philadelphia.
14 fucking thousand gallons.
Yeah, theirs is by the liter too. So whatever she told me, I forget, but it's nuts.
It's like some apocalypse type prices. See that in apocalypse movies.
I don't know, man. Whatever. It's crazy. What's up, MK? Sorry, K-Kick? K-Kick? How you doing? Thanks for joining us. Having some fun out here today. We're trying to get a build together. Doing a little mouse bike. Malaysia? Oh! Wow, all the way on the other side of the earth. Right on, brother. Super love, man. Malaysia, thanks for joining us. I'm in Rhode Island, man. We got people here from Cali, Florida, all over the U.S. Yeah. I feel you, Leonard. I seen that Harley you had in the yard too, bro. Is Jared still here? Did he stick around? Prop this up some more. Here we go. Hope that's a little bit better angle, guys. How's things in Malaysia, buddy? What's going on over there? Are you guys getting a lot of rain and stuff, or is it hot? I know there's like mad flooding in like China, Russia, a lot of places on the other side. What's the weather there? Motorized Bike Nation 53. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. How you healing up, bud? Yeah, man, I got you. Okay, hold on, says. Ah, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. That's horrible. Yeah, so oh, cool, good. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, dang. What happened?
I popped the tire using this. I think it's because of when I slid it. Remember when
I got a new tube if you want to buy it off. I mean, if you need it. So you don't have to go to the store. Or you got tubes?
Yeah, I got tubes. I don't know what's wrong. This pump's weird.
Well, the pump's over there if you need it.
Yeah, the thing is, I want to get used to this pump because I need it for when I go. I'm trying to see what condition it is. I'm working there against it. It's only on the page. So, I haven't had that issue. I want to make sure.
A little better on the rings. I wanted a little more life. Got reeds on it. Ported it. Added a boost port, a little pipe on it. Nice head. RBO car, but nice torque. Sounds like a nice bike. Is that the one you got into a wreck on? Negative. Have not, George. How you doing?
Good. I was just wondering, my aunt's bringing my papers from the tribe.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, if you see somebody pull up, I'm just right here.
So, back of the bike, guys, you can't really see because of the angle. I had to move the iPad because it was overheating in the sun. I'll turn it for you real quick. We're getting some more work done, trying to prep the body, and then we're gonna maybe try to gaff a piece of wood to the guts of the seat, so we have the right height dimensions, and we can keep going on. Put up an umbrella, yeah. I'm not that fortunate, but that's an awesome idea. I think I got a tarp here. I'm just short some poles. See how that's working for you? Yeah, all right, cool. No worries, my brother. Sounds like a good build.
What, the bike?
Yeah, just talking to somebody online.
Ooh, put cardboard around it?
Yeah, I got the foam and the styrofoam. Once I get this
so you're
all
gonna try
set,
to put it inside the boxes?
yeah, I'm gonna well, what I'm gonna do actually, George, is the reason I'm doing all that. Once I get that in there and shaped, then I'm gonna like either paper mache to finalize it, or
Oh,
just,
I see. So that's just like a cover.
yeah, it's gonna be fiberglass, angel hair resin. So it'll be like a permanent. Making a little baby ninja.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. Whoa. Yeah, Motorized Bike Nation. Definitely gonna be doing that. Look that up. I got in touch with Mouse a little while ago, and he sent me the information. It's off of a Harley Sportster. It's something like 60 or 70 bucks. But and I want to say the dimensions were like 17 by 30 or something. So we'll figure it out. Yes, Jane. The body will be made of fiberglass material. Yep. You gonna buy it for me? why don't I have a glue gun? Hey, thanks for joining us. What's up, folks? Getting ready to take some of this styrofoam block foam that you use on a planter at a graveside. They got a couple different varieties. One's got a thicker bubble to it like this, and then the other one's a thinner fine bubble, and we're gonna put these in so we can try to shape up the mold we've made a little bit. I'll say I could do it. I just wanted you to bring it down, but that's cool. Thank you. So yeah, we got this shape pretty good. Oh, I'll try to hold it up here for you. Getting the back end in. So just using a, I think it's a 200 grit flat file, and it's pretty easy to work with this stuff. I wanted to use this piece just because it's a little sturdier. The other foam that I said had the tighter composite material that you would use in like a flower pot. It's sturdy, but as soon as you put pressure on it, it'll give. So we're just going to try to keep this shape the same for the back end. Not sure who's in right now, but thanks for watching with us. And I'm gonna try to move this again. We had to do this several times. Sorry. The sun keeps moving on me here, and the iPad wants to overheat. So try to keep streaming here as long as I can without this thing frying. Oh. Make sure everybody can still see. Oh yeah, there we go, some bikes. Well, there was anyway. Yeah, so as you can see there, probably I just press fit the other softer foam in, and I'm going to go over that with the 200 grit file. Oh, what's up, Mr. Bond? Cruising around. Yeah, she's getting it. She's not pretty, but see what's going on. Say hi to anybody here real quick. I left the phone. Oh, temperature too hot. I think this is gonna happen to us again here too. We're gonna have to move a side pad. be right back with you guys in the chat. I'm not sure who's trying to say hi, but I had to move this thing. Might not be able to broadcast much longer because I'm going to run out of space for shade. But we got a pretty good start on this, if nothing else. As you can see, we got the cardboard on, we got that all cut out, we got a lot of the foam set in. We'll have to securely attach the tank, and we're gonna be fabricating the seat to give us a flat surface, and then add the padding, and then we'll end up building the back up around that. I'm gonna try to keep going here for a little bit longer, and then I may break away for a ride, and we'll pick this up down the road here shortly. Thanks for coming along, and everybody who's been chatting. Hey, Leonard, good run. Yes, definitely, man. I can see the chats here. I didn't realize. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, man. It's definitely gonna be a great bike when it's all done. So I still have, not only did we get the guts for the seat, but I still have the top. I'm not sure if maybe if I cut this out, that I can use this somehow. Just the spacing here, if I cut this here and then back out around. Maybe I'll bring out a power tool real quick and see what we can do. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Sorry, gotta have a little fun. Little Pantera, walk. Yeah, let's do it. Pants up enough here. My higher high waters. Beans. Yeah. So now we've got the basket from the bottom of the seat we can still use to attach. And this is mostly flat, as you guys can see. We'll just get us a little piece of plywood or something here and we'll be all set. Just shape that right in. It's gonna go good. Uh-oh. Lost the front of our mold here. Come on, baby. Dang, everything slid on me. I get some tape under the bottom of this too. Alright, we'll bring this right around the front here. Hey, just wanted to thank everybody. I'm gonna sign off. I wanted to show you guys the tires that Nick had sent me, but we're gonna save those for another day. So be well, harm none, and Godspeed, friends. Happy Sunday.